Hey y'all, so this is episode 5 of our podcast, and we thought that it might be good to go over our 7 core values that we have as an organization. These are all really important to us, and we kind of want to break down what each of those things mean.
Yeah, so the 7 that we have are excellence, professionalism, compassion, respect, integrity, resilience, and growth. And so what we decided when we started this company, when we started this agency, was to really form the company around some core values that we really believed in, that we thought were important. You know, I think a lot of organizations, they come up with some buzzwords, right? Usually it's like 3 words at the, in like somebody's email signature or something.
Right.
And then that's like the end of it.
Right.
So
you hear about it at orientation and then never again.
And it's on like a flyer or something, right? So I think the thing with us was like being an Army family, being a family around service, like these values actually mean something to us, right? So us building those and building the culture around those is great, but being able to tell our patients, our families, our partners, like this is really what we do, this is really what we practice, I think is valuable. So yeah, I think so for today, I think we're just going to talk about excellence, kind of what that means to us. And then next episode, we'll talk about professionalism. So
sounds good.
I don't know, your definition of excellence, what would you say?
I would probably go with doing something to the fullest of your ability with deliberate intention.
I think you take it a step further. I like that, like building onto that as a caregiver or as somebody who's, a business owner who's there to help other people, to serve others. You're putting that other person first and you're really thinking about what do you need? What can I do for you?
When I think about that, I think about caregivers, and when I talk with them, because I do the hiring, we're always hiring. So when I talk with them, one of the things I talk about is, tell me about times when you've gone the extra mile for a patient.
Yes, that's like one of your interview questions, right?
Yeah, exactly. I want to hear it. I want to know, it helps me gauge too, like what they think going the extra mile means.
Right.
And that's the mark of a good caregiver.
Right.
They're not just doing it because it's the job, because it makes money. They're doing it because they feel they have a calling.
Yeah.
And they want to be the best at it. They lean deliberately into caring for their client. It's not just, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, it's not just a job,
Right.
And I think that extends to the way we run the whole agency because, I'm working with our partners, I'm developing those relationships. I do the business development. So like being excellent with them, right? So taking the time to sit down and understand how those partner organizations, whether it's a hospice agency, home health, whatever, what's the best experience that I can provide for you? If I'm going to be referring somebody to you, like how can I make that just turnkey for you as a partner, right? Like I think that's another, example of being excellent for a partner.
I mean, I when I think about excellence and, then I start thinking about our caregivers. We had one of our caregivers who, I'm not going to name names, but super big snaps for her. She was working for us. She was doing a great job with our one of our clients. And then she had to reduce her hours because she's in nursing school.
That's right. Yes.
And that's the example of excellence. She's like, no, I've got my CNA, but I'm going further.
Right.
I've got more to do.
Yep.
Because she wants to do more for patients.
Right.
When the first thing you said was, oh my gosh, we got to get her something. And I was like,
yeah,
like that's just, it was a good, you get brownie points for it.
Oh, okay.
You get brownie points for it. But, it was one of those things, we're celebrating their successes, and their success really is what's important.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I think that's one of the things that we've taken away from being a family that's always been oriented on service is like even serving those people who work for us. And so one of the ways we do that is by enabling their growth, by supporting their growth, by encouraging their growth. And it's no surprise that one of our most excellent caregivers is growing, like you said, because that excellence and growth just kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So it didn't surprise me, like when you told me she got out of nursing school, I was like, she's amazing. So,
yeah. We do. We've got some amazing caregivers though. We've got one, she's doing memory care. And, you know, every day she goes through and they go through the family list and they go through pictures and it's stimulating. And it's also, it's good. It's great for a monitoring tool, just seeing, you know, how the disease is progressing, but just the patient's care plan doesn't say, you know, do exercises with her for her memory every day.
Right.
You know, it says take care of her, be a companion, watch her, monitor her, all of these things. But she's able to see, because she can see every day how things change. And she puts all of that in her care notes.
Right.
And so I'm able to see, okay, this is sort of the way things are going. And when something happens, you know, we see that dip. And it's all really great going back to referral partners, you know, because in some cases, when it's been a doctor that refers somebody to us, you know, we make sure that, you know, we've got the go-ahead, but we communicate the information back to them that this is what's happening.
I was surprised when I talked to some of our partners about that, referral partners, and they're saying, like, we just need to know, like, we're happy to refer to you, we trust you, you know, we've established that good relationship, but can you just, like, close the loop with us?
Yeah.
And so I think kind of to cap it off, and this is a good way to dovetail into professionalism, is like the way I think of professionalism is like you do what you're supposed to do, right? So the professionalism is kind of the what. I think of the excellence as the how. So the excellence is like how you do all those things that you're supposed to do, how well, how much energy how much of yourself you give to whatever it is you're doing, or to whoever it is you're helping.
Yeah.
I think that's excellence.
I like
in
that.
a nutshell.
I like that.
So episode 6 is next.
We'll do 6 and then 6, 7.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just did that. So next episode is episode 6. Okay.
See you then.
Got it. So that's professionalism. We'll see you for that one next, folks.